I'm lost in the dark at the moment. Hey, listen. Can anybody hear that? I hope you can see me okay. Listen. I can hear church bells. Yeah. Can anybody guess where I am? Hi, Michael. I wonder where I am. I'm out in the dark at the moment. Hi, Duncan. Hi, Michael. Yes. Yes, I'm a little bit lost in the dark at the moment. So can anybody tell where I am? Sound and picture is good. Well, it's a good job because I've actually forgot my microphone tonight. I've just realised, I haven't forgot the microphone. I forgot the bleeding adapter that fits onto the phone. And if I haven't got the adapter, I can't use the microphone. Oh, goodness me. I left it on my earphones, which I was using before to phone somebody. And I went and left the adapter on the earphone, so I can't use the microphone. Goodness me. Always something to go wrong. We've got 20 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Can anybody guess where I am? Hi, Midlands Girl. Hi, Karen Bonner. So, I'm out about at the moment. You know, I could see the moon before. In fact, the moon is still around. I'll show you. We've got the moon at my home living. Are you popping in for a brew? Who said that? Sorry, I've just got to... That's David Ryan. Hi, David. Yeah, so I'm actually on the green. I'm just by... Look at that, the Queen's. Is that the Queen's? The Queen's? The Queen's Hotel. Well, you can see the Lytham windmill over here. Look at that. It's all lit up in red. Does anyone know why it's lit up in red? Has the video started? I can't see or hear anything, says Michael. Now, just to... You get a view of Lytham windmill over there. I'm just going to put my stuff down. I'll talk to you in a minute. So I'm here in Lytham, look. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Yeah, how about that, eh? There's Lytham windmill, all lit up in red. I wonder why it's lit up in red. I don't know. Does anyone know why it's lit up in red? So we've got high moonage. Got some people going past on bikes. A bit of a biking group here. So yeah, 38 people watching. Wow. Lancashire Day yesterday. Yeah, Andrew Martin. How? Evening from the Fleetwood something. Hi, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is where I am tonight. We're out and about again. We're in Lytham. And what I want to do is I want to head out into the darkness. We're going to head out onto the jetty in a little while. I just thought I'd start off here on the green. So we're actually on the green here in Lytham. So you can see the windmill behind me there. Now, I'm not sure if I turn around this way, can you see that there? That's the moon. Can you see it? Just where my finger is, yeah. If I lift the camera, can you see there? That, it's really hard to do this. Can you see that? That's the moon. Crescent moon tonight. Really, really nice moon. I took a photograph of it before with the Blackfield Tower. So I was out fairly early, just after sunset. You'll probably get a better view of it when I go out now onto the jetty. I want to go out onto the jetty. Hi, Jay O'Neill. Hi, Sarah. So it's a bit awkward at the moment because I'm having to hold the... that's why the... Why is it lit up red? Oh, Lancashire Day, is that right? Yeah, Lancashire Day. Evening from Fleetwood, says Andrew Martin. Thanks, Duncan. Ram fan, hi. Hi, Michael Saltzman. Michael said I couldn't hear anything before. Hope you can hear now. So yes, I'm in Lytham. Look at this. 52 people watching. Hey, that's a lot of people watching. We've got 52 people watching. This is a live stream from here in Lytham. What I want to do is I want to give you an idea of what you can see in the night sky for now. I'll tell you what, it's clear at the moment. I can see Mars. I can see Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter are the two most dominant things that you can see in the sky right now, apart from the moon, but the moon is very, very low down. The moon is almost about to set. So You probably can't see the moon unless you've got a very flat horizon. Can you hear those church bells? Listen. It seems strange to hear church bells at this time, you know. But yeah, there you go. So we're here in Lytham, yeah. And like I say, it's a very, it's actually quite cold. It's getting pretty cold. It's nice and clear. The two most dominant things that you can see, if you were to walk out now and look up, and you were to look up towards, say, sort of the east, you would see Mars. It's sort of about a third of the way up the sky, and it's orange, and you can't miss it. And if you were look towards the south, so look almost at a right angle to Mars, you'll see Jupiter. Yeah, so it's all going on at the moment. Do you have a big problem with light pollution? Oh, we certainly do, Jay. Might be some poor sod getting married to Sarah. Moonage can hear the bells, the bells. Hi, Rick. Yeah. Can you see my breath? It's really cold out here. I'm telling you. I'm going to do till 9 o'clock, but I tell you, as soon as it gets to 9 o'clock, I'm off. I'm going back home. But it's actually a really nice night. I want to show you what you can see. I'll try and show you. The moon is... I'll tell you what, I'll turn the camera around. I'm just going to turn the camera around now and show you the moon. Can you see over there? Look at that. That is the crescent moon tonight setting. It's just dropping into a cloud. Can you see it? It's about 30% lit and starting to just disappear now, so I thought I'd show you before it goes down. So there you go. It's getting low now. Yeah, so that was the moon. Just turn it around again. Yeah. So 54 people watching. That is really good. 54 people watching. Hit the like, hit thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. It's always cold for astronomers. Yeah, it is. We've got more than 50 meters visibility right now. Peace. Yeah. Well, actually, there's another thing. You see, the problem is when it's clear and there's not much wind, which at the moment there's very little wind, we've actually got a bit of fog, because when I was driving from Blackpool down to here, down to Lytham, which doesn't take very long, about 10 minutes on the back road, I come on the back road, I kind of went through a bit of fog on the way down. So hi Diane Blackburn. The moon looks a bit red. Well, the moon does look a bit kind of orangey red when it goes down. When it gets low down, yeah, it does, because you're looking at it through more atmosphere, so it does tend to hey, I tell you what, my arm's starting to ache here a bit already. We've only been going about what, 8.5 minutes, and hi Anthony and Fran there in Stainham. We're here in Lytham. Look, there's the Queen's Hotel. I went in the Queen's Hotel when we came to the 1940s weekend. It was absolutely double busy in there, and everyone was all dressed up like 1940s. It was really good. It was awesome when we had the 1940s weekend on. Bobby Ball statue is near you. Actually, it's just down there, the Bobby Ball statue. I haven't been to it yet. It's at Lowther Gardens, just down there. Yes, it's going to turn a bit foggy here. In fact, it's all right here where we are now. It looks fine, but I think it could turn a bit foggy later on. There was quite a bit of patchy fog on the back road, so, but a little bit of mist. There's a famous windmill there, Lytham Windmill. It's lit up in red for Lancashire Day. I think Lancashire Day was yesterday, but it's lit up in red anyway for Lancashire. So someone told me that, because I didn't know. Diane Blackburn is in Leeds. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we're going to head out onto the jetty, and we'll have a look and see what we can see. Did anyone see the space station before? The space station went over a couple of times. Unfortunately, that's it now. It's not going to go over again, but it went over at about 5:30, the space station. I watched it go over, and it was a really, really nice pass as well. So the space station is going over at the moment in the evenings. So I'll see if I can get a time for it tomorrow. But it's not going to go over again. It's already been over twice this evening. So I did see that at 5:30, and it looked really, really good actually, yeah. So there's lots of stuff to look out for. I want to see if I can see Orion. I want to see if I can get a good view. At the moment, I can see Mars. I can see a few twinkly stars up there, but because I've got this light on my camera, it does make it a bit difficult for me to see. So I'll do my best. We'll head out onto the jetty, and we'll see what we can see out there. But I thought I'd just. Sarah says she can't see any stars. No, Frank's not here, I'm afraid. I was supposed to have Frank with me. Frank in Blackpool. He's not. I think he's probably done the more kind of the decent thing and stayed in the warm, I think, really. Which is probably a better thing to do, because it's a bit on the chilly side out here. So we're on till 9 o'clock, and what I'm going to do is I just want to show you. We'll go out onto the jetty, and let's see. I'm going to set my camera up as well. I'll show you how I set my camera up, and we'll see if we can get some pictures. I'll do my best to show you. It's not that easy when I'm doing a live stream, but listen to those bells. Getting louder. Well, we've got almost 60 people watching. If you've just tuned in, hit the like button. We're here in Lytham. We're live. Starman live, out and about again. I've done this before, but we're here in Lytham tonight, a little bit further out than I was last time. Thanks, Wayne. Sounds spooky, yeah, it does sound spooky, Sarah. Yeah. So, what I want to do is I'll probably turn the camera around in a minute, and we'll head towards the jetty. We'll go out onto the jetty. Yeah, those bells, God. So right, yeah. I'm going to turn the camera on now so you can see the windmill better. Listen. Yeah, they're probably thinking Starman's here. Hi, Nighthawk. Yeah, so this is Lytham, folks. I'll just give you a little look at the promenade. We've got the windmill. There's a windmill, of course. It's a very, very long promenade and a very, very long green. Famous green, which I'm still on right now. There's the Queen's Hotel over there. This is a little car park here where I've parked the Starbus. You might be able to see the Starbus there, look. Yeah, so there you go. That's where we are. Now, I am going to head now, if you want to come with me, onto the jetty, which is just over here. Yeah, we're going to head out there into the darkness. It's going to get pretty dark, folks. I've got to go past the RNLI building there, and when I get out there, we'll see if we can. I'll see if I can bring you any stars at all, show any on camera or anything like that. I'll tell you what, those bells are getting louder. Hi, Scott. Right, okay, here we go. So I'm going to head out into the darkness, folks. There we go. This is where we are, just to give you an idea. Bath Street car park. Got all these warnings here, look. Toilets, you want on the toilet. Police notice no unauthorised vehicles beyond this point. This includes motorcycles. Nice. This beach and dune area is regularly policed. Interesting. Look, this is the RNLI here at Lytham, look. And I tell you what, just out here now is quite a long jetty. And as soon as you walk onto it, it just gets like, as soon as you leave all this light here, I've just got to show you around. There's quite a lot of light around here. As you can see, we've got the RNLI here. Scott says it's very misty in Sutton Coldfield. I bet it is, yeah. Down there in the Midlands. Regularly policed. I doubt that very much. I think the police have got better things to do than to chase after someone on a quad bike around here. But we're about to head out into the darkness. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around because you won't be able to see anything. Straight out that way there is a jetty. And it's pretty long. And yeah, it's pretty dark. So I'm going to turn the camera around back onto me. Right, I might need the light to see where I'm going because it's going to get pretty dark out here, you know. I'm heading out onto the jetty now. I'll tell you what, I think it's a bit slippy as well. I better watch what I'm doing. I don't want to fall into the water, do I? But I think the tide's probably out anyway. Yeah. Oh, we've still got 53 people watching. I think they're going to keep watching just in case I fall off the end of the jetty or something. I'm heading down the jetty now, and what I'll do when I get a little bit further along, I wonder if you can see, can you see? I've just lost my light there. I nearly lost my light then. Gotta be careful here. Oh, still with us. Stephen's taking a long walk on a short. Yeah. I might not go all the way out, you know. I might only go out a little way. Yeah. So let's carry on. So I'm walking along this jetty. It's quite a long jetty actually. And you know, the funny thing is this jetty actually, part of it kind of got torn away last year, which is not doesn't really fill me with confidence. Part of it, a section of it, got taken by the tide and they had to drag it back and repair it. So I hope I don't walk off the end of it where it's broken away, but I don't think it is broken away. They'd have probably blocked it off if it was, but we've not had any storms lately anyway, so it's probably all right. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm making my way down this jetty, and when I get to a certain point, in fact I'm there now, I'm at this point now where I think I'll probably stop here and I'll try and turn the camera around and we'll see if we can see something, shall we? Yeah. Hi Neil. Them bells must be getting louder the more they seem to be getting louder the further away. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the camera around now. Let's see. Okay, we're looking back towards Lytham. That's where I started over there. Can you see the windmill? Now, what I'm going to do, stay with me folks, I'm going to try I'm just going to try and see if I can I want to see if I can show you Mars. Right, so we're looking towards Lytham there, and if I hold this, can you see that speck up there on your screen now? I know it's a bit of a struggle, it's not that but that's Mars. Can you see it just above the middle of the screen? That's Mars, folks. Can you see it? It's quite faint, but it's right there in the middle of the screen now. If I move the camera, you'll see it bobbing up and down. That's Mars. So we've just seen Mars. So what I'll do is I'll put you back onto Lytham again. We're now looking towards Lytham. Oh, we've got 63 people watching. We've got more people watching. We're looking towards Lytham Windmill. We're live in Lytham. I'm on the jetty and I'm trying to just describe what I can see in the sky. If you're interested in going out, you can go out and have a look. We've actually got Orion starting to rise. Frank's just messaged me. He says, have a good one. 66 people watching. Hit the like button. We're in Lytham. Starman live. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to describe what I can see. I'm trying to show what we can see in the night sky at the moment. It's quite a cold night. It's a little bit foggy. We've got two very bright things up there at the moment. We've got Mars. I've just shown you Mars. I'll do it again now. Let's have another look at Mars, shall we? So, looking roughly towards the east, if I pull the camera up now, can you see Mars there? Look, there you go. Can you see it? I'll wave it around so it might be a bit easier to see. That's Mars. That's the planet Mars. We're looking roughly towards the east, fairly high up the sky. I would say almost halfway up the sky. If you look carefully above Mars, you can see Snickers and Bounty, says Anthony. Yeah. So I'll bring you back down to Lytham again, and the red windmill there. And what I'll do next is I'll pan round and we'll have a look at Jupiter. Now Jupiter is almost due south. Jupiter is, well, I would say they're both about the same height up. The two planets are both very similar in height. So if I show you Mars now there, can you see? That's how high up Mars is, right there, look. And that's towards the east. So now I'm going to show you Jupiter, but I've got to turn the camera around so that we're looking towards the south. So can you see those lights? I don't know if you can see those lights over there, but there's like a glow over there. That's looking towards Southport and Liverpool, that glow that you can see now. It looks a bit muddy on this screen, I'm afraid, but that's just the way it is. But if I lift the camera up, can you see that now? Look, that's Jupiter. There's Jupiter, yeah? So there you go, that's Jupiter towards the south. If you go outside now and you look up towards the east, you'll see Mars. And if you look towards the south, you'll see Jupiter, yeah? So that's what you'll see if you go outside right now, yeah? Yeah, I tell you what, those bells are not going to stop, are they? We're here in Lytham. We're looking towards a windmill. The windmill is lit up in red. Getting a new scope tomorrow. Have you managed to get hold of one? Not yet, but I'm working on it, Josh. I might just be able to get one, you know. I think I've got a new plan to get a scope. And I think it's a pretty good plan as well. Yeah. It looks like I will be getting a new scope. Hi everyone, if you've just joined in, we're here in Lytham. We're live, it's Starman live. And we're looking towards the famous Lytham windmill there, that's lit up in red. And I can't show you on the camera, but we've actually got Orion rising towards the east. Sort of east-south-east, I'd say. So it's pretty low at the moment, but I can see it. It's looking really good actually. Yeah, the only thing is it is quite misty. It could get quite foggy out tonight. 67 people watching, hit the like button. We do have 63 likes. Can we get some more likes? 67 watching, hit the thumbs up if you can. Just hi Brian Shuker. Don't forget to, can you hear those bells from that church? Is someone getting married at this time, really? Wow, I can't believe it. Listen to the bells. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? The last time I heard bells like that, I was down in Bournemouth, and the bells were coming from the church where Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, was buried. Yeah? That's the last time I heard bells like that. They were going off at this church where Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, was buried in Bournemouth. Yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. You can't beat them bells, can you? You know. Really foggy here, so I wouldn't be able to see anything unfortunately, says Karen. So if anyone wants to go out tonight, oh, just gone up to 69 people watching. Thanks for joining in. If you're just joining us, we're here in Lytham, we're live. We're looking towards the windmill, and I'm just talking about what you can see. There's two very obvious points of light in the sky if you look out tonight, and those are Mars and Jupiter. They're the brightest things we can see. The moon has just disappeared, I'm afraid. So that nice crescent moon that we had before has just disappeared, I'm afraid. So we're all done on the moon, I'm afraid. So no chance of showing you the moon anymore. But it was a nice crescent moon as well, actually, I have to say. And I took a picture of it with the tower, so I might post it on the community page later. So look out for, keep an eye on the community page. I might put a picture of the moon on there that I took a bit earlier, because it looked really, really nice. Yeah, so have a look out for that later on if you get a chance. Why is my camera not going in there? Right, I'm trying to sort my camera out now. I'm going to show you my camera now if I can. I want to show you my camera. Right, here we go. Right, so how many have we got? 63 people watching. That's quite it. Is Germany invading? Says Franklin Blackwood. 63 people watching. That is pretty good. I'm quite... points of light is an understatement, says Jay. They are quite bright. Hey, you know what? I can see a lot of stars now, you know. I can see, oh my goodness, I can see the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. They're not that far away from Mars. Mars looks brilliant. It's nice and orange. Look towards the east. About a third of the way up the sky, towards the east, you'll see Mars. Look towards the south. Again, about a third of the way up the sky, and you'll see Jupiter. And the two planets do look very different. Mars definitely looks red. So let's have a look at it again. So there you go, there's Mars there. Can you see that? That's Mars, right? So now we're looking at Mars towards the east. Yeah, that's Mars, right? And now I'm going to turn 90 degrees towards the south. I know it looks a bit murky on the screen, you can't really see much, but you can sort of see some lights over there. And then I go up and look, Jupiter. And you can tell that Jupiter is white. It's kind of white looking, whereas Mars is kind of orange looking. You won't be able to tell on here because the quality of this picture is not really that good with it being a live stream, but that is what we're looking at. Yeah, and this is Lytham Promenade. It's a very long promenade, you know. Look at that. Oh, we got 70 lights. How about that? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my camera up and I'm going to try and take a picture. I might post these on the community page if I get a chance. I want to just... what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to turn this light around and I'm going to show you my camera and how I take a photograph. I've just got to make sure this light doesn't fall off. So we're here in Lytham, folks. Yeah, Lytham, Lancashire. We're looking towards the windmill. That's the windmill over there, lit up in red. I can hear turnstones. You know those little birds? Right. Okay. So what are people saying? Clear skies this week, they're saying no, should be good for a bit of stargazing, yeah. The bells are ringing due to Blackpool and Fleetwood both being drawn at home in the FA Cup. Good way to progress is to share it on your Facebook and all the platforms. I should have a Starman channel on Facebook, shouldn't I? The bells ringing. Have a great evening. Only had John to say hello. Bye, Frank. Right, what I'm going to do now is we're going to have a look at my camera. Okay, here we are. Hope you can see that. So that is my camera. Oh God, I'll get it set up in a minute. Can you see? So we're looking at my camera now. So this is my camera, and I've got a 20mm lens on it. It's a 20mm lens. I'll just show you. Can you see that? A 20mm lens, and it's a good lens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a simple photograph of the night sky, and what I might do is I might post them on a bit later on. I won't be able to, I don't think I'll be able to show you the pictures now. There's not a whole lot we can see apart from Mars. Can I fit Mars into the shot? What I do to line a shot up is I'll turn it round. I've got the screen there. Can you see I've got the screen? So there's a lot of info on the screen. This bar here, can you see that's a level? If I was to move the camera, that can you see? That's how you get your shot level. But you have to get that to light up green. Can you see it's just lit up green now? So now the camera's level. So that's quite important actually, having the level on it there. So these numbers down here, if I come a bit closer, can I go a bit closer? I'll just go a little bit closer for you. Can you see these numbers down here? That's the shutter speed on the left hand side. This is the aperture. That's a little iris thing inside the lens that opens and closes. And this lens is f1.8, which is pretty fast actually. For a 20mm lens, it's a pretty fast lens. This is the ISO, and that just tells you how many pictures you can take on the card. So if I change the shutter speed, can you see? It's just gone to 1 second, can you see? The shutter speed has just gone to 1 second. I can, whatever shutter speed I want. And can you see how everything brightens up on the screen? Oh look, you can take a picture. Things are coming onto the screen now. As soon as I bump up the exposure, things start to appear. Isn't it like magic that? Look at that, you can see something on the screen now. Yeah, it's like magic, isn't it? So, and if you look at this number here, this is the aperture, like I mentioned, that one there. So I can change that, I can make that number go higher. But the problem is, when that number goes higher, the light coming into your lens reduces. So the lower this number, the lower the number of the aperture, the better. And this lens goes all the way down to f1.8, which is actually, well, you can't get a lens that's much faster than f1.8. So I think what I'm going to do is, oh, there's a plane going over. Do a Starman video from, yeah, we're just looking at the back of my camera at the moment. I'm just trying to just show you what the settings are. That leveling system is very cool. Yeah, it's handy. It's very handy to have, because if you take a photograph and it's not level, and then you try to level it in Photoshop, you can lose so much off your photograph, and it's not very good. So it's better to take it when it's level. Managed to get a telescope sometimes, says Sarah. The windmill certainly looks red, but Mars not so much. Mars looks a bit like orange, doesn't it? Moonage says calendar. Remember Stephen's calendar says Moonage. Yeah, I'm telling the calendar. You'll have to have a look at my other channel for the calendar. There's no link to it. I'll have to do a Starman calendar, won't I? I just want to show you something else as well. So we're looking at the back of my camera here. You see this dial here on the top? That's to do with the drive mode. So at the moment it's on single, continuous low, continuous high. So if I take a picture now on that mode there, it'll take loads of pictures. Watch, listen to this. Oh, hang on. Can you hear that? Did you hear how fast that can take pictures? That's pretty fast, isn't it? Wowzers. And if I keep coming round, we get to the self timer there. That's the self timer. So that's just basically your drive, your drive mode. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll bring that screen back on again. So you can see the screen there, and I'm bringing the shutter speed down. And when I bring it down, you might notice that we start to see things. Look, things start to appear. So I'll just take a quick picture now and see what happens. This is an 8-second exposure, and let's see what we get. We'll probably get a picture of the... Oh, can you see that? We've got something there, look. This is a picture of the estuary, which I've just basically took now. I wasn't really trying as well, by the way. What I could do is I could take a picture of the jetty. So if I turn the camera around a bit, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to focus, you know. I want to show you how I focus the camera. Right, so let's do that then, shall we? The camera's not focused. So what I need to do is I need to find a light in the distance. There's a light there, you know. There's a flashing light over there. If I could zoom into that light there. Can you see those lights on the screen? I'm going to show you now how to focus. I'm going to use this manually. We've got two lights on the screen in the distance. I'm going to grab hold of the lens and set the focusing ring on the lens, and I'm going to turn it so that those two lights come into focus. Watch this. You'll like this. You see it? Oh, look at that. Oh, I went the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way there. It's gone worse. Look. Right, here we go, folks. I'm now focusing the lens so that those lights become very, very sharp. In fact, there's more than two lights there. There's quite a few. About there. I would say we're about focused there. What I'm going to do now that the lens is focused, I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to take a picture of the jetty, and I'm going to just bump up the exposure a little bit as well. So I bumped it up to 10 seconds. In fact, I'll go to 13. Here we go, folks. Are you ready? Let's see what we get now. I'm taking a picture of the jetty. So we're looking that way. What's this going to be like? Wow, look at that. Can you see that? I've just taken that picture there. It kind of shows you, look how bright everything is now. It's amazing what you can do with a long exposure on a camera. Everything it can see in the dark. Isn't that amazing? The camera can see in the dark. That's the picture that I have just taken right now, and yet if I look out there I can't see anything hardly because it's so dark, and yet I've just taken that picture there. Isn't it amazing what you can do? You know, the camera can see in the dark, and that was just a bit of a snapshot really, you know. So I've just taken a picture there. What I want to do now is I want to see if I can get a picture of Mars. So what I'll do is I'll try and set the camera up so that we're just looking back towards the windmill again. I'll leave you looking that way for a second while I line up a picture of Mars if I can. I'll try to post these on the community page later if I get a chance. But yes, I'm just trying to line up. Why can't I undo this? I'm trying to undo this. I want to get the windmill in the shot as well. Now it's going to be small, but I want to try and get the windmill in the shot so that you can see, so that you can kind of see it in the context of everything else. So I'm going to take a picture of Mars now. Well, it might come out really brightly. So if I go down to there. Right, so we're looking towards the windmill. I'm taking a photograph now. I'll show you on the screen when this comes out, if it comes out all right. But I think it might be better to show you on the on the community page a bit later on. I'll just quickly show you what I've got there. I've just got this here, look. Can you see that? That's what I've just taken. All that brightness down there is the light from Living. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. It looks really, really bright. It's not really that good. It's not coming out very well on this this live stream, I'm afraid. So I'll have to see if I can show you the photograph later. I think what I want to do now is I want to take a photograph of Jupiter down the jetty. We'll see if we can get a picture of Jupiter, shall we, down the jetty, and we'll see how that comes out, shall we? So I've just got to get it lined up, and what I want to do is I'll need to use that light on the camera. I think this will be a good picture, actually. It's a nice picture. So we're going to try Jupiter now. Jupiter's down this way. What aperture and ISO are you using? Well, I'm using a wide open aperture, f1.8. Yeah, f1.8, because this lens I've got is pretty fast at f1.8. I'm now just aiming down the jetty and we're aiming towards Jupiter, which is somewhere up there. Sorry, it's a bit murky, but this is what I've just taken. Can you see that? The jetty there and Jupiter up there. Can you see? That's what I've just taken. I'll put that on the page later. I'll put it on the page for you later. But there you go. There's a jetty in the bottom part of the screen. And you can see the light pollution over there. The light pollution is immense. And Jupiter up there in the middle. So there you go. That's what I've just taken right now. How about that, eh? Yeah. There you go. We just got a picture of Jupiter. Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to put you back down again. We'll look towards the windmill again. We're back looking towards the windmill. So that was just a very simple shot that I've just set up there. The camera's kind of turning nighttime into day. Yeah, it is. The camera's, like I said, the camera can see in the dark. The sensitivity of the sensors is amazing. It's amazing what you can see when you can't see anything. It's almost like it's infrared. To quote you, Stephen, that camera is simply amazing. Yes, it is. So yes, I was shooting wide open. I'll just show you again. The aperture of the lens is like an iris. Does anybody know your iris inside your eye? It's like a little, your pupil. It gets bigger and it gets smaller. When you're out and about in the daytime, your pupil is smaller because your iris shuts down. When you're in the dark, your pupil is bigger because your iris opens up so that you can see more. And basically, the aperture of a lens is just like the iris of your eye. It opens and closes. That will look very good after a touch-up in Lightroom. Yeah, I think it will, Brian, yeah. Looking forward to the picture, says Sarah. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can put them on a bit later on. If not, I'll put them on tomorrow, but I'll put them on. So I took a picture of Mars and I also took a picture of Jupiter at down the jetty with a jetty sort of leading into it. So I might actually take a look at it. Oh, maybe not now. I'll just have a look at that one. Is that one all right? No, I think it's all right. I might just, I might just try another one of Jupiter in a different way around. I might turn the camera around so it's face, so it's instead of being a landscape shot, it's more like a portrait shot, where the camera is tilted round the other way. So I might just try that now, and we'll see how that comes out, shall we? I'll probably get a bit more of the jetty in. So that's the idea. So let's see if we can do that, shall we? Yeah. Okay, I'm just taking another picture. So we're looking down the jetty now. Oh God, can you see my breath? Wow, looks amazing. I've just taken another, oh that one looks really nice, because you know what I did? I lit up the jetty a little bit with my light so that we could see it a bit easier. So I cheated a bit on that one. But that picture there looks pretty good, the one that I've just taken now. Oh, that does look quite nice. I'll post that one for you later. Bye, Wayne. Is Wayne going? Thanks, Sarah. Is Wayne going? Is someone leaving us? Subvids, hi. Yeah, we're here in Lytham, and I've just been taking some photographs. I'm actually quite tempted to show you that photograph. Do you want to see it? The one that I just took then. I actually think it's really, really good. So if anyone wants to see that picture, let me know. I think that picture looks really good, actually. The one that I just took then. Yeah, it looks amazing. Wayne's not going, says Jay. Someone went. I thought someone was going. Sorry. So if you want to see that picture, let me know. I'll show you. In fact, I'll show you anyway. The only thing is, the picture never stays on the screen long enough and it always goes off. Here we are. This is the picture I just took. Look at that. Wow, look at that. I just took that photograph. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Looking straight down the, that jetty there faces almost due south. That's the way that jetty goes. So you can see that Jupiter is just slightly past the southern meridian. I wish it wouldn't keep going off, but there's no way you can keep the picture on the screen. I don't know why they do that. Cameras, they're all the same. The picture comes on for a while and then goes off, and there's no way you can keep the picture on the screen. But there you go, that's what I just took, and that picture there was, I think it was, well hang on, we can have a look at the information. If I go on this and I go, the picture was taken for 13 seconds at f1.8 ISO 200. So that's how you take a picture like that. Oh, I'll post that one. I'll post that one on the thing. Yeah, it's a nice picture, isn't it? I'm quite happy with that, Yeah. This pic on next year's calendar. Well, we'll see. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Moonage. It's it's not too bad out here. It's not that warm, but it's all right. It's nice and clear. I can see, like I say, I can see Orion rising, and I think you might be able to see that. I'll try and take a picture of Orion, but the only thing about Orion is it's very low at the moment, so it might not come out. But I'll try and take a picture of it anyway. we'll see. It is quite low. Orion is coming up. It's starting to come up now, but it's still fairly low at the moment. But we will see it. We will start to see it towards the, you know, towards the, as we get into winter yet. So I've just taken a picture. I've just started to take a picture of Orion now. So turn the camera around. Can I turn the camera around? Well, I hope you can see me. Can you see me now? I'm just taking a picture of Orion. Now Orion the Hunter is just over there. It's towards the southeast. It's pretty much underneath Mars. So if you want to see Orion, it's underneath Mars. But at the moment it's very, very low in the sky. It's only just getting going. And Orion will probably be better in about another month or so. So I've just taken a picture now of Orion, so I'll probably put that on the thing later on. So we'll see how that comes out, shall we? Could you see me okay then? Because I wasn't looking, I couldn't see the screen, I was just in front of the thing, yeah. So I'll have to turn my light round so that we can see me again. Yeah, but you know, I think I've done all right there. I've got a good picture of Orion there, you know. I don't look too bad. So I've just taken a picture of Orion. It's very low at the moment. Yeah. Okay, where are we? I've just got a notification on here. If anybody's got an e-bike or an e-scooter, they're saying that a lot of them can set on fire when you're charging them. You know, when you charge these things up. So you have to be very careful. If you've got an e-bike, buy June or one of those electric scooters, because there's been quite a few of them that are set on fire. So you've got to watch what you're doing with those things. Bye, June. When is the next full moon, lol, says Sarah. Next full moon is not until, well, it's a while, because we're only on a crescent at the moment. It's going to be back end of next week, I think, before we have a full moon again. Yeah. I've just taken a picture of Orion. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah. So there's a picture of Orion. I won't show you now, but I have taken a picture of Orion. And we'll have a look at that a bit later on. For the moment, I'm just setting up another shot. I'm just taking a few pictures here while I'm at it, and any of the good ones I'll show you. Tripod's falling over. So we're here in Living. Yeah. I'm just going to take, if you don't mind, another picture this way. So I'm just going to turn the camera. So I've just got to light up this jetty with the light, you see. Can you see my breath? That looks pretty epic. Yeah. Now, bear with me while I turn this light round. I've just got to turn this light round. Right, here we go. Sorry about this. Okay, we're back. I'm back. What time are we on now? 55 minutes. Right. What I'm going to do now is, I think we've done all right tonight. Wonder what long exposure from the jetty would look like with this smoothed out water. Well, actually, where I am now, Subfids, this is one of the most popular spots for people to do long exposures, right here where I am now. It is an awesome spot. In fact, you know what, tomorrow morning might just be might be busy down here tomorrow morning, because it might be misty down here tomorrow, you know. So I think there could be some people coming down here to take some pictures, because this is one of the most popular spots for long exposures. Right here, Lytham Jetty. Yeah. Do you enjoy these live streams, Stephen? Hope you're not feeling the cold too much. Well, my hands are a little bit cold. I mean at night time, like now. Yeah, I've been down here. I've done long exposures at night, yeah. I have, yeah. I've been down here at night as well, yeah. So, yeah, I'm the only one down here at the moment. And I think it's been all right. I think I've done all right. I think I've got some decent pictures, and I'll see if I can post some of them a bit later on, so you can have a look and you can have a proper look at those pictures, because it is quite hard to show you on this live stream, because the quality of the live stream is not that great, is it? And it's a bit difficult, but I've basically just showed you how I focus the camera, how I set the shutter speed, the aperture and the ISO, just to get a decent picture really. And we took a picture of Mars, I took a picture of Jupiter and the jetty, and I also took a picture of Orion. Orion is quite low, but I took a picture of that as well. And there you go, that's what I've been doing tonight. Yeah, and my arms starting to ache now. I've actually got why is that not? This thing's gone all loose. I tell you, there's always something, isn't there? I never thought I'd buy another SLR, but that Nikon is yeah, it's a nice camera, D850. I've had it quite a while, and it is a cracking camera, yes. But anyway, I'm going to head back. Thanks for all your work, I've learnt so much from watching your videos. Edward Payne, thanks Edward. Paul Harrison, next time we come to Blackpool, I'm going to do some exploring. Yeah. Better than TV too, says Sarah. Oh yes, definitely better than TV. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back. Are you coming with me to make sure I get back safely? I'm heading back now. The guy didn't knock you out, thank goodness. No, not no, I'm not worried about him. No. I'm now heading back to the mainland. It's a good job I didn't go all the way to the end. It's a long jetty, this, you know, it really is. Yeah, it's quite long, so I didn't want to walk all the way to the end. I just wanted to walk far enough so that we could get a good look around, because there's quite a lot of light pollution here along the front, you know, and the darkest part of the sky here is over that way behind me now, where there's we've got Liverpool and Southport, which caused most of the light pollution towards the end of the jetty. So that's where most of the light pollution comes from. But God, I'm out of breath. I've been on all day today, been up all day today, since about 7:30. I've been kind of working, no, 6:30 should I say, kind of working away. Oh, I'm back now. Oh my goodness. Let's just set this camera down. Right. Okay, I'm back, folks. Yeah. So, I'm back on the mainland. So who's still with us? I survived. As always, Stephen. Catch you next time. Bye, Scott. Stephen looks knackered, long. Yeah, I am. I'm back to the promenade now. I'm back, folks. Yeah. Right, I'm back. So I'm back here now, safely on the promenade. We've just been here in Lytham tonight. We started off, I showed you the windmill. We heard the bells, the bells. I went out onto the jetty. I set my camera up. We had a look around. We saw Mars and we saw Jupiter. I then set my camera up and we took some pictures, which I will post on the channel later, or maybe tomorrow. I'll try and put them up later if I can, if I get time. And that's what we did. I took some pictures of Mars, Jupiter and Orion. So there you go. Thanks for joining us, folks. It's been pretty awesome, really. It's been really, really good. It's cold out here. I'll be glad when I get back home. So there you go. That's it for another live stream here, out and about again. How about that, eh? It's a bit more exciting than being inside, isn't it, really? So there you go. That's it for another live stream. I'm not sure when I'll do another one. I tend to be doing them on Mondays now rather than Sundays, but we'll see. Whenever. I will be back next week anyway, so hope to see you next week. So bye everyone. Bye Jay. Bye Wayne. Sarah. Have a whiskey. So says Sarah. Just join. Hazel Manship. Hi. See you on the next one. Diane. Bye. Night Talk. Bye now. Bye Moonage. Bye 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye everyone. Bye Karen. And I will see you again on another live stream or on another video. Bye.